But all this loss and craziness can be your gain. Today I'll share with you 3 ways that can help your business stay strong in spite of the virus fear. So stay tuned. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Carol J. Dunlop, your online wow strategist and 2-time best-selling author. How are you? I hope you are doing well in spite of the craziness that's going on. I actually spoke to my daughter, yesterday I think it was, and she said that Costco is selling out of toilet paper and wipes and sanitizer and everything, and they are limiting how much people can buy at one time. As I said in the opener, big organizations are canceling things. You know, Coachella is up in the air. They don't know whether they're going to cancel it or not. The NBA is talking about they are going to hold games without fans. Oh, crazy, right? But we can certainly understand their frustration, their fear, because no one knows what's going to happen. You know, right here where we are, 2 people, not in this place where I am, let me tell you that, but the area, the vicinity, 2 people have presumptively been diagnosed with having the virus, and everybody's and then other counties are on lockdown. So it's all crazy, right? It's all just crazy. And it reminds me of a few years ago when we had the anthrax scare, and then before that we had the AIDS scare. There's just so much going on. But the thing about this virus is there is no cure for it as of yet. Even something that's going to hold it back for a little bit is months away. So we're going to be, we got to hunker down and get ready for the long haul on this thing. But for right now, I want to help you get your business in the conversation, because the conversation is all about what? Fear, coronavirus. What can we do? How can we keep ourselves focused? How can we still make money? What can we do? People are staying home. So you may be one of the people right now who's at home and you're listening to this and you're like, I don't even have a company yet. This is a good time to get one. If you've been thinking about going into business for yourself for a while, why not go ahead and pursue that right now? Because this is your time. This is the time that you have to see what are you going to do with the time, the energy that you have. Maybe maybe you're sick and you aren't able to go to work, so this is a good time to just reevaluate every single thing. You know, it's so funny how these life events cause us to reevaluate everything that we know to be true in life. So I want to help you with that. I've got 3 things for you. Let's get to it. All right, so the main thing you want to do to get yourself in the conversation is talk about what's out there. I mean, yes, there's uncertainties, there's fear, there's frustration, there's like, I don't even know what to do. So how can you get the conversation going around your business? Well, one of the ways you can do that is to interview someone who is an expert in the coronavirus or the trend. This could be anything, but we're going to concentrate on the coronavirus for today just for the sake of GP. So find someone who can relate what is going on to your business and still talk about the coronavirus. Say, for instance, you're a health and wellness professional. So there's a plethora of people that you could try to bring in and interview. Maybe you want to get an MD or even a psychiatrist, psychologist, a psychotherapist to come in, maybe a nutritionist who can come in and talk about the effects of what this virus can have on people, what to look out for, what's fact, what's fiction, as a lot of people don't even know because it's changing all the time, but they can give their expert opinion. And because you are talking about something that is trending right now, it's important to people, and it can relate to them, people are most likely going to tune in to hear what you have to say. So maybe you're not a health and wellness person. Maybe let's say that you own a car shop and you fix cars. And you may say, well, how can I get in on this thing and talk about my business? Well, maybe you should interview someone. You could interview an insurance agent who can talk about cars and driving and all of that. And they may want to, maybe you want to bring them in and talk about how they can stay safe while they've got to get their car looked at. Spray some hand sanitizer, wipe everything down, maybe do that little elbow bump thing that people are talking about instead of shaking hands. I mean, it could be a way for you to get your business out there, show people that you're concerned about them, because look at it this way. If you fix cars and everybody's telling everybody to stay at home, people ain't going to be driving a lot, right? Or maybe they're taking the bus or something because their car is in the shop. And maybe you want to bring that insurance agent or even that medical professional in and say, while we're fixing your car, you don't have to wait. You can go home. And if your only transportation, the only way that you can go home is to actually get on a bus or public transportation or even a Lyft or something, show them how to be safe with that. And then also talk about some insurance stuff. So you can swing just about anything your way. Just keep it positive. Don't feed into the fear, and don't allow your audience to feed into the fear, because if you get out there and tell them all this crazy stuff and then they say they heard it from you, then that could be bad. So, for instance, that's why I'm doing this whole thing about how do you get your business into the conversation. Who could you interview? And speaking of that, I will be doing an interview. We're going to be doing, a master class that's going to be coming up on March the 19th at 8 p.m. I don't have the link ready yet, but if you're not on my email list, and you need to go get on the email list right now, and you can go to csicorporation.com/7-strategies, and you can get a free report that shows you exactly what you need to do to get people to your website, and then you'll be on my list, and then I'll let you know exactly the date. Well, you know the date is going to be March 19th at 8 p.m., but I'll give you the link so that you can tune in. And I'm going to be interviewing Dr. Tiana Conte, who is a multiple best-selling author. She's a world-renowned metaphysical physician, and she is going to really address this whole issue with the coronavirus, the scare, the fear, and all that, and show you the things that you can do to keep your personal self safe, your family safe, and your business safe. Because let's be for real, if people are shutting down things, that's going to affect your business some type of way. So we have to look out for ourselves. Entrepreneurs, nobody's looking out for us but us. So even though I said maybe this is a good time to start your business, yes, but the road to being an entrepreneur, the road of an entrepreneur, is not easy peasy at all. And there's some things that have got to be said and discussed and all that, and you just need to be informed. So Dr. Tiana is going to come on, and we are going to talk together about business and life and some things that you can do to keep yourself and your business safe. So, hey, that's what I'm doing to help you, so stay tuned for that. The second thing you can do is on your website, on your blog, put some tips out there. You can actually do like a 2-for thing. All right, you're doing this interview with someone, put that on your website, and then add in some extra tips at the bottom. It makes a great blog post that everyone is going to be looking for, because they want to know, how do I, if I have a car and I'm dropping it off at a mechanic's place, how do I keep myself safe? What if I have to take the bus or the Lyft home? How do I stay safe? And what are the repercussions of being sick? You know, you could bring a financial expert in. Anyone can bring in a financial expert and let them talk about the repercussions of things that are going on. My husband and I were just looking at the news conference that Number 45 and his people had, and they were talking about, Vice President Pence was talking about what they're doing, and they had the CDC people, and, stay calm and don't do this. They were kind of skirting around some issues. They were talking about other things. They were, talking about who's going to be most affected, least affected, and what you need to do and all that. So take that information and put that on a blog post, and you can give your opinion. Now, I watch Rachel Maddow. I really like her, and she brought up some points that I hadn't even thought about. So, but she is a little controversial anyway, so her points that she brings up, it makes you go, do you believe that or do you not? Do you believe what the government is saying? Do you not? Do you believe what people are putting out there? Do you not? Your opinion matters, especially if you have an audience of more than one person. You can get into a conversation with people and say, tell your opinion, what you think, and that could be a viral blog post. I'm not saying to dash anybody, crush anybody, call anybody out or anything. Just state your opinion. If you don't want to state your opinion, then you can say this information was brought on by healthcare.gov has on their site, and they've got all this information. What do you think about it? There's so many different ways you can play that, but a good blog post goes a long way in getting you out there. I want real, information that you're putting out there, but it's also getting you out there in the conversation. Okay, the third thing you can do is you can post updates. So if you're going to the CDC to get information from there, you can keep your people informed by reposting those updates. And you can say, so they don't look at you and are you putting this out there? No, I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV. This is just what the CDC is saying, or this is what healthcare.gov is saying, or this is what they were talking about on the local news. All you can do is repeat the facts that they've put out there. You can put your opinion to it if you want to, or you can also go get some experts of your own and bring them on your blog, put them on your podcast, make sure that is on your website so that in the conversation is you're bringing this information to the forefront. Maybe there's an opinion that people haven't heard yet, and when they hear it, they're going to go, I hadn't thought about that, but that's a great point that you make. I was speaking with my sister, and she was saying that and she is a healthcare professional, she was saying that the people who are at most risk are over 60 with additional complications in their health. The younger people, 19 and younger, don't seem to be affected. That's as of right now today. That could be totally wrong. It could totally change. It could be okay. But I also listened to the CDC report that they were doing for reporters, and they said that most of the people in the middle, younger than 60, older than 19, they really weren't going to be affected. If they were, they may get it, they may not get it. Some people are going to get it lightly, some people are going to get more serious, but the people that were 60 and over seem to get the more serious brunt. Okay, that's facts. That's information. You can post things like that and let people know and let them decide for themselves. Because I'm going to tell you, this whole thing is unprecedented. It hasn't happened before in our lifetime. Now, it's happened before, like the Spanish flu took over and killed thousands of people, right? That was before we had the type of Medicare that we have. Even when the coronavirus first came out in China, which it has now contained it there, from what I know. I'm just saying this as of right now, what I know as of the time you're listening to this, it could all change. So it's different. Even you just think about it in a couple months, in June, we may not even be talking about this thing. We may say, remember when that coronavirus thing hit and we did this and we did that? Now we're here. We don't know. We really don't know. So all I'm saying is put your business in the conversation, because this conversation about the coronavirus and living healthier, being prepared, and the frenzy that is going on around it, people want some good, trusted information. And if you have a follower of more than one person out there, or if you're just getting into the game and you want to create a following, state your truth. Be out there. Help people. That's what I'm doing now. I am helping you to get your business and your website in the conversation. There's not a whole lot that you have to do, but you can do some things. Just kind of think about it. Who could you interview on your blog and write a post about it and put it out there so that people would want to read it? And not just stuff that you're making up. You just go off facts. I mean, there are so many facts out there. There's so many. Even the people who are supposed to know what's going on, they're kind of like, I don't know, and they're saying this and then they're saying that. You could put your opinion in the middle and say, this is what I think of that. Who knows? I hope this has really helped you and that you've gotten some information out of this that you can use for your business, putting your website on track, getting in the conversation, because that's what this is all about. So I would love it if this has been valuable to you, this information has been something that you're going to use, to please subscribe to the channel or on the platform that you're listening to, because currently I broadcast on YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Ustream, and LinkedIn. I believe that's all for right now. So if you're listening on either one of those and you want to hear more of this type of information about how to market your website, how to get in a conversation and stay in there, please do follow me, subscribe, push the button, whatever you got to do to make sure you get these updates every week. I thank you for listening. You are the reason that I do this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.